Yes, hello, Johannes. It's been a while, but I've been busy. And yes, new stream. Probably gonna be a pretty short one, but I missed this. But yeah, just give it a second. I need to connect the YouTube chat. Doesn't want to work. Hey, finally. There we go. YouTube chat is alive. Eight hours of video was a banger again. Thank you. Yeah, it performed pretty well. And we finally reached 1,000 subs on YouTube. So that's nice. Thanks everyone for, watching, subbing, liking, all of those good things. Unfortunately, I was really busy in the past few days, so I couldn't do anything special for 1,000 subs. But here we are. And today, we're gonna do more boxes, and probably Ultimatum if we have time. Because I want to buy that mirror. And currently it's 1180-ish divs. And I'm at 1146. And David, thanks for the sub. We're gonna go down the whole line of subs, which has been for 3 hours now. And Bacteria, thanks for the sub as well. Alright. Enough yapping. Unfortunately, I'm gonna do without tamper proof this time. But I'm only gonna do the good boxes. It's gonna be a bit more boring, but the rewards are better. What do I need? 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, and a whole bunch of chaos. Alright. Do I click this or do I not click this? Yup, Mo, thanks for the follow. To click it or not to click it? Alright, you know what? Let's click it. Sure. It was alright last time, so let's give it a go. Alright, so I'm not clicking everything, just the good boxes this time around. Arcanist, sure. It's a bit annoying for orientation purposes. I guess it should be fine. Oh, and the thing keeps going. That sub has been 12 hours ago. So yeah, probably the person is not in chat, so... Oh, first diviner. 99 quant with currency, this is amazing. Alright. But only one click, which is kind of unfortunate. You know what? I'm not gonna bother too much with the Arcanist boxes. I'm gonna roll them up until they have some quant, and that's good enough. Although there are a whole bunch of them this time around because of the points I clicked. Alright, first boss. Is it gonna be Apothecary? That would be nice. Probably 100 cards on it as well. Alright, 112 div cards. Just the patient. Explosions, yes. Alright, operative. So for operative, I'm gonna ignore the bad mod. Yeah, this sounds great. Should probably just click the other nearby boxes as well. Alright, on operative. This is amazing. Lesson. Those are all useless. Operative again. This sounds fine. Paid for this whole map. Nice. Well, actually not the whole map, but, you know. Ah, so many things. We can do better than 70%. 89, perfect. Oh. Nice. Happy Mirror Day. Yep, thank you, and hello Gigas. There are no cards in the boss, so I assume you won't have anything. Oh yeah, I need to... Where the hell is... I need to do those. So I'll probably have to pop some astro. Well, maybe not on this one. Maybe on the Ultimatum 3. Because this... So is Divine Boxes plus Boss are the best strat then? I wouldn't say it's the best strat. I still prefer Ultimatum more, but I had 15 maps left and, you know, might as well just run them. Yeah, like from the strong boxes, I feel like it's better to just reroll them, even though it's more annoying. It's whatever. You don't do this daily, I still think it's fine to reroll them. But if you plan to farm this long term for your own sanity, just, you know, run tamper proof. Yeah, this is fine. 10 additional items, lovely. And I also added the currency dupe strongbox. Because apparently you can get a whole bunch of them. Worthless. Yeah, I feel like 14 additional items. That's a whole bunch. I feel like you get less diviners though with the Arcanist boxes. I think this is a map with 10 items and 103 quant. And just keep clicking it. Yeah, this is why I said like it may or may not be worth it. But yeah. Diviner. Alright, 14 additional items. No. Come on, just give me quant. Alright, there we go. You know what? I'll take 101 quant. Why not? Yeah, I get this because the Arcanist eat into the Diviner pool. Yep. That's why I didn't run it in the first videos, but you know, I got a whole bunch of comments asking about it. I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try, see what happens. The tamper-proof boxes had a lot of div drops, so, you know. I figured it couldn't be that bad. Watch the guy doing 1 million hive blood on rolling a few different things. In terms of fallboard currency is the best profit. Well, I guess the fallboard result is really expensive. You wanted to stream and saw your farming videos and you really liked them. I was wondering if you also tried the Abyss strat. No, I didn't try Abyss because I don't really like Abyss. In PoE 1. I really like it in PoE 2 though. But in PoE 1, I've never tried it. Maybe I will try it next league, who knows. Because I didn't like Ultimatum before this league either. But now I actually really like it. So yeah, this league probably won't be any Abyss strats. But who knows, maybe next league. Where is Rasha? There she is. YouTube chat is quiet, so you're transferring here. You can watch wherever you guys want. I don't mind. As long as you enjoy what you're watching, it's fine for me. Anywhere you watch. If you have double buffs on web, do you get twice the amount of cards? Unfortunately, no. That would have been really great, but no. And the problem is both of them are empowered by those cards. So if you get a boss with a couple hundred cards on it, you're gonna get 2 zombies that clap you really hard. We only get loot from 1. We'll give it a try for like a few maps, just to get a feeling. In rest, your content, thank you for your videos. Hey, I'm actually glad you like them. Maybe, actually. So, my plan for this league, I'm probably not gonna do 8 hours of Abyss, but I can try it, sure. So yeah, my plans regarding this league is well, it's basically the end of League soon, right? Because I'm gonna play PoE 2. So my plan is just get a mirror today or maybe tomorrow, depending on how long it takes. And you know, after that, I'm gonna do some Gamba videos, of course, on Saturday or Sunday, depending on the time. We're gonna have another 8 hours of Harvest, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, depending on when GGG announces the PoE 2 launch and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another one. Maybe one more, probably not 2 extra 8 hours of. But yeah, that all depends on the timing from GGG. Arcanist. Ah. And oh look, double div. So it was worth it. Oh, and Capybara is actually Gigas from YouTube. Good to know. Because it only wants the loot, yep. It's an unfortunate side effect. So the abyss is very bad. Is there something a random player can help you with? Not really, to be honest. I'm gonna do a Gamba video, so if you wanna be part of it and you have some nice Gambas, then I'm up for it. But for the farming strats, not really. We don't need this line. So all contained scarabs are of the same type. It's bad, as it turns out. This is huge, 100 quant. And we got our money back. Well, most of our money back. So, 2 maps, 2 ambush scarab of containment. Perfect. I'm doing this for free. Give me quant. Perfect. Random players can entertain the streamers. That's actually a good point. It's much easier to, you know, keep you guys entertained while I talk to you, because, you know, me yapping alone, it's probably not that entertaining. No. Don't have space. Ugh. You can all be in my hideout and die and dance while I gamba. Just don't bring the whatever troop pet, because that's really annoying. Is that the annoying gobble? Yeah, I'm not sure the exact name of the pet, but the band that sings and makes noises. Alright, 1 operative. Actually, somebody suggested I should do the whatever beyond bosses for extra volatile vaults. I'm not sure if I should try that. Yeah, those ones we were doing campaign in every map. Yep. Yeah, the problem with beyond bosses is you kind of have to go all the way here, and I'm not sure what points. Well, maybe I can remove the altars. Also, I have to remove one of the scarabs, and I'm not sure which one. Too much thinking. Yeah, the boss have better chance, but no, you don't know if it's worth to drop a scarab. Yeah, I'm not sure which scarab to drop either. Yeah, of course I don't have space for that. Yeah, I'm not even sure. This is half of the double chance. Maybe it is because it's pretty RNG. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did some Beyond and Elementalist, both the bosses. That was pretty fun. Some extra Beyond boss when you trigger a boss was finally something fun to do. Yeah, but I'm more thinking fired. My brain is too fried today to think, so maybe another time. Probably if I wouldn't have to reroll the boxes, yeah. Wait, that was an easy click. Oh yeah, and with me being so busy lately, I actually ran out of gold. I only have 800,000 left. So I had to stop sending mappers, unfortunately. They are really expensive. They'll go on strike. Yeah, they actually went on strike because I stopped paying them. So yeah, no maps for me, unfortunately. And no div cards in this boss. Yeah, I have 800,000 gold left. More div cards, sure. Why not? It was actually interesting that I got, you know, random 7 years of bad luck from monsters. Operative. Right. It's above 80 quant. Good enough. Now my inventory. I don't have space for all of this. Nah, burning around is annoying. Content, base currency do. Shooter strike, thanks for the follow. Operative, there we go. Ugh. Sure. Quant. And mainly the reason I'm doing boxes is one, I had leftover maps, and two, I don't have any scarabs, so I 3-1'd all the scarabs I had, so yeah, I need to restock. Unfortunately, my inventory is not made for this. This is fine. Right, more operative. Sure, this is fine. Yeah, you get a whole bunch of them, but my filter just hides everything. Not even sure if you're better off picking them up, to be honest. Because you're gonna have so many trips to empty your inventory. And that can get really annoying really fast. No. Oh well. Whatever. Oh yeah, as you can see, my scarabs are gone. All of them. I still have the really valuable ones though. But yeah, the cheap ones... Well, the valuable ones on the strategies I'm running. But the cheap ones are all sold. Wait. What's the profit on scarabs reroll? How bad was the rerolling, by the way? So, depending on your definition of bad. If you're talking about the returns, it wasn't bad. It was actually good. So I started from 30 div worth of whatever random low valuable scarabs, and I ended up with 53, so 20 extra div with, you know, actually valuable scarabs, not random junk. So yeah, that, I would say it was pretty good. But the problem was, it took me 50 minutes to reroll more than 10,000 scarabs. And that was really annoying. And I actually, you know, only rerolled those scarabs in those... Hey, finally a diviner. Yeah, I only spent time actually rerolling those. 10 items, quant, sure. Ooh, double click. $25 div an hour strat, lol, yeah. And Tendrils Enjoyer assemble. Hello. Minus 100 mental per hour, yeah. I mean, I said you would want a big batch of them, ideally. But I'm not so sure about it, to be honest. It's more annoying to do them in multiple batches, yes, but probably it's better for your mental. Alright, 224. Let's see, anything good? Fortunate. Not bad. A third of a div. Big div starting to be fun or you burn out really fast. Yeah, I mean, as I always say, it's better to farm something that you enjoy rather than something that is really annoying. Alright, let me get some extra inventory space. And we don't need 2 of those. And 2 stacks of chaos should be enough. There is a strat where you buy transmutation orb on Faustus, sell them for wisdom, and then buy portals. Oh god. I mean, you can flip a lot of things on Faustus. So if you have a whole bunch of gold, you can make a whole bunch of money just by flipping. But if you thought that Scarabs was boring, that's even worse. You can probably make way more. Unfortunate gaming confirmed. Well, unfortunately, yes. And yeah, it's also cheap. Well, yeah, I guess the scrolls are cheap, but when you start to get to... Because you can probably... Realistically, you can flip a mirror. But that's gonna take a whole bunch of gold. You don't want to stand there for years, you know, trading low value items. Alright, Arcanist. Just, I don't know, give me a whole bunch of items, sure. Quant, chest level, perfect. This is gonna be a divine. Or 8 scours. I mean... Alright, this is gonna be... Oh! Perfect! I don't even have to roll this. But no divine. It's just a whole bunch of garbage currency. And people do things they hate even if they think it's rewarding enough. Yeah, I know. I've done it multiple times. But, yeah. That's why I always advocate to do what you enjoy doing rather than what's the most profitable thing to do. Can I get quant on this? I can. But can I get more quant on this? I'm running out of chaos orbs. Alright, this is good enough. Whatever. Of course. Only one click. Classic, classic. Whatever. One, perfect. 7 items. Chest level. Lovely. Apothecary coming soon. Maybe from this map, who knows? Nothing good here. Nothing good here. New video of Scarab 31 is impressive. You can't spend 50 minutes doing that. I mean, it was for the video, because usually I just hoard the whole tab. Or, well, actually, I used to, you know, just bulk sell them. I'm not sure if there's any tool at the moment, so yeah. This is so annoying. Sure, 12 items, currency, and 73 quant. Does the Pilfering Scarab also work with the Mirage? Yes, but it works in a weird way. So, you get the you know your div cards outside of the Mirage, but when you go in, it basically the counter resets, so you will only get the cards that dropped inside the Mirage. So it doesn't stack with the ones outside, unfortunately. Alright, 218. 8 fortunate. We got 2 divines in those 2 maps. Where was Varashta? And the boss has to exist, yeah. Only really viable for fully Mirage maps. Yeah, if you wanna farm, well, the thing is, you mostly get the scarabs from the Mirage anyways. Probably ran past Varashta and I didn't notice her. Yeah, usually you get way less. Am I? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Jesus. I'm blind.
What is your desire?
Next to the envoy, yeah, thanks. I'm just blind, don't mind me. Yeah, but you don't get that many divination boxes inside the Mirage. You're mostly here for the operative ones. $103 quant. It's a really nice one. This is so sad that it's no longer thinking. But the Dextral Catalyst is back to 120 or 130 if you want to wait a bit longer. So if we have time, we're definitely gonna do some Ultimatum today. Yeah, sure, 87 quants, perfect. A 101 quant again. You turn maps of inscribed ultimatum farming. My problem with ultimatum, I mean with inscribed ultimatums, is they don't think. You got 50 div back, but it was too boring for you. Yeah, ultimatum is not for everyone. You have to enjoy, you know, just staying AFK and listening to whatever the ultimatum guy has to say in the Trial Master. Why not exalt the operative strongboxes? Notice I stop when I get to quant. Well, the reason is simple. So in the first video I did with boxes, people said that there's a modifier on them that drastically reduces the things they drop. And in the second video, I tested it, and they were actually right. So if you get all scarabs, all contained scarabs are of the same type, they won't drop that many scarabs. So I can show you an example, actually. Just let me find some operative boxes. And yeah, other than the quant, there isn't any other good mods on them, so there's no point. Ooh, Diviner, perfect. Quant, uniques, 12 additional items, this is perfect. can no, I can't click it twice. Why would I be able to? All right, so yeah, let's look at this operative, for example, right? This is whatever. All right, so the loot on the ground is like this. Let's click the operative with 98 quant, right? And this is not ideal because I can click it again, but yeah. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of scarabs, like more than 20, probably around 25, to be honest. Probably 30, actually. So yeah, 30 scarabs from one click. And hopefully I can find another one in this map, otherwise... Ooh, there's another diviner, though. Ten additional items, no... 60 quant. Come on, give me more quant. More. $90 quant, that's fine. Currency, sure. I can't be bothered clicking this more than this. Of course. Oh, pearlescent. Alright, operative. There we go. Alright, so this one has... Okay, perfect example. I think more of things, as you said, catalyst farming isn't that bad IMO. Yeah, it's really good. Alright, so yeah. The other one had 90-ish quant and... No, this mod, this is the annoying mod. So all contained scarabs are of the same type. So if you click this... So yeah, remember this had way more quant, right? And as you can see, it dropped 17 scarabs in total. With more quantity than the other one. So yeah, that's why you don't click that mod. And when you exalt the box, you have a chance to add that mod. So, why bother? Or like the best thing you can get is 5 extra ambush scarabs or miscellaneous scarabs. But that's pretty rare and not worth. So yeah, usually just go for quant, make sure the mod is not here, and if you click this again... Wait, actually revived the chain, guys. And yeah. As you can see, there are way more scarabs. So 10, 21, 22, 3... Oh wait, 4, 6, 7, yeah, around 30 scarabs. So yeah, my theory is either the quantity from the box doesn't apply to the conversion of the scarabs, or they just generate all the scarabs and only show one category of all those generated scarabs. Alright, what's 235. And Florent, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Ah, the jewel. And fortunate. A lot of fortunates today. The thing that's more annoying than actually rolling the boxes is having the currency in your inventory, because it takes a whole bunch of slots, which you don't really have, because you always get more loot with rerolling the boxes. There was a point where you could hold your whatever currency or other things inside the pouch in your map device, and you could use them inside the map. And that was pretty nice. Unfortunately, there was a bug. So we cannot do that anymore. Yeah. It's a bit of a shame they removed the bug. Trust level, no. And for those, ideally, you want additional items, and chest level is okay, and quant. But this is... the quant is too low. Oh, you know what? I can't be bothered. Just pop a whole bunch of mods and go. GG want us to have a nice quality of life. Yeah. I guess it was a bit excessive, but you know. At least we have the map pouch, so small steps. Eventually they will, you know, realize that it was a good change. Well, it was a good bug. Just give them time. That was crime against the vision of the time. Yeah. Alex, thanks for the sub. $115. Chaotic dispositions. I wasted a whole bunch of currency rerolling. But that's alright. It's actually weird that... it's been a while since I actually saw the Black Barrier guy. Pleasant... wait, was there anything good here? Not... particularly. Just let me click. And yeah, for Arcanist, this is the ideal role. So you want quant, you want additional items, and chest level. But unfortunately, no divines. Yeah, sure, this is fine. Quant, perfect, and 3 additional ambush scarabs. No containment, yeah, a whole bunch of scarabs, but I can't bother picking them up. 94. They always roll like this. It's actually funny. Always operative. Whoops. Time to go back to rare corrupted node and add the mastery that open chests. Well, you know what? I might actually do that. But what can I remove for it? Probably the crit node. Oh, there's a whole bunch of crit multi though. Maybe this. Yeah, this is fine. I can lose this. And this node as well. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, let's just do the cropped one. This takes too long. Yeah, it actually does take too long. I want to farm some Ultimatum as well today. I've read that Ultimatum has been shadow nerfed. In the what way? Congrats on 1000 deal. Really deserved. You love your channel since I came back from Mirage League. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. The Divine Inscribed Ultimatum in particular. I don't know, I didn't really farm that many Inscribed Ultimatums to be honest. I just farmed normal Catalysts. I enjoy farming them more than the Inscribed ones. Alright, respec time. You and you. And we go for this. Also, chance to open chests. What to remove though? Just remove one rare monsters. Whatever. Alright. Or just a bad luck streak. Yeah, that also might be the case. From my experience with Ultimatum, there are periods where you don't get anything, and then there are other periods where you... Oh yeah, I actually want to see. Do they open if I keep channeling? Hello? Oh god. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, so it doesn't automatically open when I use Lightning Tendrils. So I have to keep clicking. Oh, this is so annoying actually. Well, is it? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, sure, div card dupe. Why not? Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I sometimes run out of mana, so this can activate from it, so that's fine, I guess. It's fine with the box you don't want to open. Ah, it's fine. We're running Temper Proof now, so there isn't a box that I don't want to open. Yeah, this will probably be way better with a non-channeling spell, but it's fine. Maybe I get lucky and open it with Frostblink. I'm still only gonna do the good ones though. Yeah, just give me the tear. Add it to the collection. I can't stop myself from, you know, attacking those mobs when I see them. Five Dave cards. Costly Curio and the Calling, of course. We cannot forget the Calling. Explosions, yes. Oh, I forgot I can just blink around and everything's gonna explode. So many uniques. Alright, so Pearlescent again, whatever. It keeps going. But no good loot so far. 8 chaos. Would have been worse, I guess. Pleasant. $82 cards, so yeah, as you can see, there are way less cards in the boss from one click. Just let me out. Pandemonium from a random mob, okay. And a divine. One other random mob. As much as I love the, you know, reviving the whole mobs, it usually just spawns a random mob somewhere and takes forever to find him. Artisan, it's whatever. Artisan again. Random mob, please nerf. Yeah, the ground loot is back. We've done it. We were getting ground loot while farming boxes. We won. Whatever. Artisan, it's whatever. And this is actually quite a big nerf, to be honest. You're getting a whole bunch of random artisan boxes. Diego, thanks for the sub. Because not only you get a whole bunch of Arcanist boxes that will eat into the amount of Diviner boxes, but you also get some random Artisan, which are pretty much worthless. Yeah, how much are bubbles? Probably, yeah, 4 for 1 chaos. And whetstones, just whatever, 72. Really? This bad? And GCPs, let's see. Oh, there's still 3 chaos, so it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah, you know. Boy, another stack of whetstones. Hey, finally! After 10,000 years. Finally gonna get the Black Barrier. Opalescent, whatever. Can't be bothered. No, I need to remember to actually find the guy. Seven scarabs. Well, that's sad. Let me check if he's not here. He's not. This is whatever. Woo, a random chaos dude. Wasting my time for 2 chaos. This is operative and arcanist. More clicks. And even more clicks. Where are the divines though? Not here apparently. Operative. All right. Once again, the random mob strikes again. I'm not gonna pick those up. I don't have space. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw all those things away. I don't need whetstones, whatever. Give me the scarabs. The whetstone god will remember this. Yeah, my karma is going down. Two div cards, and both of them were the calling. I have 2,000 of them. I have plenty. Alright, to the collection it goes. Okay, how much is catalyzing? Catalyzing. 54 still, so yeah. Just random boxes, whatever. Double Arcanist. Alright. Whole bunch of chaos though. And there are still maps here with... sure, currency deal, why not? There are still maps here with less max res, and I think this is one of them. Oh, it's not. Never mind. Yeah, the less max res maps are actually pretty huge damage nerf for me. Arcanist, come on. So many mobs here. Whatever. The boxes themselves are worthless. Artisan, whatever. Photographer, whatever. One of those, just random boxes. I'm still actually surprised I couldn't find an upgrade to my chest with more levels of socketed gems. One div card. That would have been pretty big damage improvement. I would definitely go over 20 million damage. Yeah, whatever. More monster packs. 120 less fire res. No, thank you. Still doing the boxes strat. Yeah, I had a bunch of maps and scarabs left over, so I wanted to, you know, be done with it. But we have some upgrades today. That being the caster mastery, so I don't have to click the boxes. Still have to loot all of them. You'd kill to get the loot all button in PoE. That's definitely against the design. They don't even want to do that with essence. Well, with harvest juice. Can you imagine with currency? Oof. Yeah, I actually do agree with them on that. Because, you know, the loot won't be as exciting if you just got everything with, you know, one click around you. Now, it's a big quality of life, sure, but, you know. Yeah, I should be happy enough they made orbs drops as stacks. I mean, that would be a good middle ground, to be honest, like, just group things. It's a bit weird to, you know, implement the change, but I feel like, you know, keeping a counter of, well, it's weird. Anyways, but yeah. For example, they keep a counter on, you only get chaos when you hit 20 chaos, but, you know, have to change things in the back end and stuff like that. But that would be a good change in my opinion, so you only get currency when you hit the threshold. Or, well, not only currency, but everything that's really spammy, like scarabs as well. Good luck trying to loot all of this. They already did that with low stacks. Well, yeah, sort of. And still no diviner boxes. I think this has been the second map in a row with no diviner boxes. Either I'm extremely unlucky, or you just don't get that many diviner boxes with the Arcanist points. Three Dave cards. Costly Curio again. So corrupted boxes are better. No, they are faster. I just want to finish those maps really fast. But yeah, if you want to go for the diviner boxes, as you can see, you get way less. I need space for chromatic orbs. How much are they? I want a divine. I have... What are the chromatic orbs? 5,000 to 1. Lovely. Just give me chaos then. 100. Sure, whatever. Yeah, corrupt boxes are chill. We did, you know, I think 5 or 6 maps of rerolling boxes today as well. But I just swapped to this because it took way too long. And I want to do some Ultimatum as well today. Hey, Diviner box, finally. But yeah, all of them are bad rolls. Which is a bit of a shame. Any excitement for 0.5 PoE2? Yep. I'm patiently waiting for the announcement. And I hope the endgame is gonna be really cool. Now I'm probably gonna farm Abyss again, but you know. Maybe I'll farm other things now that, you know, I can do 8 hours of... But yeah, I don't know, in PoE2 it feels a bit weird, right? Like, I feel like there isn't anything really good to farm. But we'll see what they cook for the next patch with the endgame rework. Are we getting the next Act you want? Probably not, because they said it's gonna be an endgame update. PoE2 should be a whole other game. I'm not trying to inherit PoE1 legacy. I don't think they actually do that. Like, in my opinion, they are pretty different games. Like, okay, sure, you have the same classes and the awesome tree and all, but fundamentally they feel pretty different. Now, of course, it's not as you would like day and night difference between, you know, playing this and, let's say, Diablo, for example. But yeah.
Choose what you wish.
More div cards, whatever.
An interesting choice.
And this is the point, they have the same class, the same NPC, but the gameplay isn't the same. It's basically a sequel to PoE1. What's going on here? Really? No scarabs? Like, yeah, as you can see, it dropped 5 scarabs. Lovely modifier. Well, I feel like it does the job pretty well of a sequel. Like, it's similar, but different enough to, you know, be worth adding the 2 over it at the end of it, I guess. It was supposed to be released by now, from what you remember. Yeah, they said they will release it in a couple of months, but they didn't know what they were talking about. And I would be really surprised if they released it this year. Because they still have a whole bunch of things to do, to work on for it, so yeah. Still early access, technically. Well, yeah. I think it's containment. Nice think. How much gold do I have? 1 million. Still not enough to send King's Marchers. Oh yeah, I remember I need to drop my gems.
I need more mana.
Hello, Freya. How is it going? It's been a while. Two deep cards. Lovely.
The Emperor chain is broken.
Yes, of course, no space for those. How do you close this menu without... Ah, there we go. I was curious how to close that menu without actually pressing escape and removing the map thing. Oh, diviner. Only one open. Short div card dupe, why not? For whatever. Oh, diviner again. Of course. Once again, only one click. And another diviner. 3 of them. Holy. And it might be more clicks on that. Yes, it is. Alright, just 2 clicks. Can't be too picky. Arcanist and Diviner again. Alright, we're gonna have a whole bunch of div cards on the boss. Anything down here? No. 336. But where's my damage? 8 fortunate again.
I need more mana.
More Scarab Sword. Although I think explosions would have been better, but anyways. Makes clearing way faster. Something tinked. Horn Scarab of Awakening. Yep. Freya's here. Classic ATC never seen Tink. Yep. Probably my filter is outdated. I think I updated it last week. Double containment, nice. Alright, how many cards? 2 of them. And it's the body. Double containment from this. I mean, not too bad. This is fine. Or was it? Or chaos. And nothing. I'm curious actually. Well, I don't have one on me. I'm curious if the prices went up again because of the video. No, invitation. Wait. I sold all my invitations yesterday. I think I made 4 pages of chaos in Faustus. Currency or scarabs? How much are they? They are 350 chaos. How do you subject Faustus to that monstrosity? Well, how do I subject myself? Because I had to manually transfer them. Because the button doesn't work in your store thingy. Why am I taking so much damage? I feel like I shouldn't take this much damage. Ah, that's why. 71 all res.
I need more mana.
Is this good? Tiny chaos, sure, why not? Oh no, mana donut. Poor dude having problems with cash packs. Wait, what? Hunter's got duped. Anyways. Is there also extra damage? He does extra lining. Alright, 2 cards. Oh, they are mirrored and corrupted. Ugh, of course, no space for this garbage. Not sure why it shows up on the filter. How much are those? 45C, really? And this was 25, right? Yeah, 25. Oh, Bismuth. Click. Well, actually, I don't think Bismuth works on boxes, though. I think it just adds things to the mobs. Oh, wait, that's artisan. I don't need artisans. Two clicks with 70% quant. Not bad. Wait, there's diviner here. 89 quant. Only one click. Yeah, it's no global quant. Just add mods to the mobs, I think. Or something like that. Oh, another diviner. With quant and extra flat items. Die. Sure, quant. Is this less? It is. And another one, hello? And this is gonna be a really huge boss. Uber Tolman again, yep. But will he drop anything good? I feel like it's time for an apothecary. It's been probably more than 70 maps since we got the last time the apothecary. Because we got none in the corrupt boxes, which is 40 maps. We did 10 to... Oh my god! Oh! No, 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 no. The problem is I don't have range because he kills my golem and the map has less AoE. No, no, no. I can probably tank him when I'm in the tornado. I just pop Val Molten Shell and tank it. Whatever. Right, Val Molten Shell is down, so will he one-tap me? Might as well open this. What's up? Got your mirror yet? Not yet. Could probably buy it if I sold all the ambush scarabs, but nope, not yet. But who knows? Maybe I'll get a mirror from those 5 emperors. Like, well, 5 mirrors actually. I wonder if somebody actually got a mirror from those. And well, 5 mirrors. Oh god. Whatever.
I should raise my fees.
Sure, more currency. Oh, Diviner again. They didn't get open. Come on. containment. Uber Tolman dropped nothing, just like a normal Uber boss. But hey, one day he will drop something. Contains scarabs of the same type. I wonder if people figured out where you should send your shipments. Well, they probably figured it out in week 1, but yeah. Ooh. Trinkets. Scam. I wonder if it's as profitable as it used to be to, you know, send your shipments. It's definitely got nerfed, okay. While the 50 millions were the same. I actually really like this change. At least you have to farm the bloodlines. At least you have to farm the, you know, content you're actually getting free divines from and mirror shards. I don't have enough space for this. You do Motor or whatever it's called for the blue tattoos. And send all your crops for passive income. Wait, but aren't crops for items now? For currency you have to send ores and stuff. You farmed 10-50 millions actively. A whole bunch of ores. Well, actually, it's probably not that bad with mirages. And you got 2 mirror shards. We're jumping off. Good luck finishing 2 with a mirror. Thanks, Gigas. Have a nice evening. Yeah, 2 mirror shards from 10-50 million shipments is definitely a scam. More Emperor's Luck. They don't have space for. Oh well, I guess it's gonna stay on the ground. We'll say it's 1 in 3 or 1 in 2.5. I only sent 2 10 million shipments since King's March launched. And I got 4 mirror shards on both of them. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. It's actually funny that when I clicked the currency dupe, we only got one chest that had the divine in it, and no puzzle boxes, of course. What was this? Artisan. And the random catalyzing from from the mobs. Whatever, artisan again. Only one quant on a, I mean quality on a minion one. Don't think it's gonna sell, but who knows? No, mist. Let's see what's in the mist. Nothing. 80 dexterity. Okay. Lose 30 life per second. This is actually... This would actually kill me if I equip this. Oh wait, no, actually probably not, because... Alright, for science. So I have Zealot's Oath, so life regen applies to energy shield, so in theory, this shouldn't kill me, right? Well, I guess I was wrong. We had to do it for science.
What is your desire? Destroy the enemy.
Probably should have emptied my bag since I was in hideout anyways. Oh well. Whole bunch of gold here. What happened? Nah. Double operative, okay. But they were all bad. Diviner, nice. Only one click, unfortunately. And it has 83 cards. More Emperor's Luck. Let's sell this for 15, whatever. I doubt somebody's gonna buy it. This is my science experiment is over. Destroy, goodbye. Alright, 7 more maps, and then I think we have some time for a bit of Ultimatum. Couple of runs. Risquant, sure. Oh wait, that's a nightmare map. Hang on a minute, it's a black barrier. What are you? I heard him. There we go. I'm still div card farming, no hive bring lands. I had a whole bunch of leftover maps from the video, so I just wanted to finish all of them. And after this, I'm gonna do some Ultimatum. I still need to check what the gland drops, like the boss from the gland drops. That 25% chance to open the box feels like a scam to me. Come on, open already. How much is it? Still 2.8 div. And costly Curio again. Lovely. Alright, what else do you have for me? Nothing good. Just give me gold. Maybe I can send some mappers. Operative. Go. Really bad roll on the diviner. And of course I can open this one again. And again. Four times in a row, why not? Imagine if I rolled this one. Oof. Would have been 500 or 600 cards on the boss. But alas, we are here for speed, not efficient. not efficiency per map, I guess. What did I open here? Nothing good. Demolition. Oof. Speed, never heard of it. Me neither. Welcome back, Freya. Alright, how many cards? I would say they're gonna be around 350. And it's a total of 293. Even worse than expected. You're a very elusive ghost. Yeah. Alright. Well, not bad. 4 div. Roughly. No. Don't have space for patience. Probably this is more expensive than the patient. Alright. Best drop so far, 4 Sephiroths. Oh, I guess there was a... Well... No, it's still 4 Sephiroths. Alright, so let me see. Where are the... Is it a fragment? It is. Six diff for the axe. I think it has 3% drop rate though. I mean, don't lose money for it because it's 1C, but still. Well, you also do get a whole bunch of Hive Blood. I think those bosses are pretty much worthless. Well, not worthless, but not that harmful to my character. I only killed them once and they were pretty easy. And they're very easy. I'm actually surprised that Axe is 6 div. Old Bob builds. One is hardware replica 7 league step more like 70 deep. Really? Wait. Replica set. Oh. You also drop Falbur Red Ring, be like 15 div, or Red Nightmare that goes for 100 div plus. And also the currency thing from them is 3 to 1 div. And do you just run Scour and go? I don't think any mods affect them, right?
What is your desire?
Yeah, sure, 2 mods on the rares. Attainment back, thank you. Maybe Quant kills the Hive Blood you get. You don't lose or gain XP there. Yeah, but I assume that you get more Hive Blood from the Quant, right? At least that's my first instinct. Diviner and Operative. Of course, only one click on the Diviner. Sure, give me currency dupe, why not? It worked. It's probably from the box though. And you have my filter. Well, my filter is the basic one from Neversink. The Uber plus one from Neversink. It's nothing special. But keep in mind it's extremely strict. So you're gonna lose a whole bunch of things. Even has a warning on his site. Only use this in really juiced content. So you just go to Filter Blade and grab the Uber plus one. And make sure it's everything selected to Uber plus one. I think you can configure it. 70 div cards. With Fortunate. I almost died. Didn't test anything like that, you just run 100 of them. And you got 2k blood per run. 2 red rims, 5 to 6 axes, couple of rings, and 16 of the currency. Was 80 div pure profit. Doesn't sound too bad. I think the axe, from what I've seen on the wiki, it has a 3% drop rate, so you are a bit lucky with the drops. Because I checked the wiki yesterday. But I was curious about the drops. Wait, was it yesterday or this morning? I don't know. It's a blur. But yeah. Probably like yesterday evening. Alright, 63 cards. And just Emperor's Luck. I might actually die if the meteor hits me at the wrong time. Divine from a random mob, nice. Just click the box. Click it. Wait, can I open those with... No, you cannot. Wait, is it bugged? It is. Or it's already opened. Whatever. The random containment from one mob, nice. I almost died. I guess let's resist. Yep. Is there any Fizzes extra? Fizzes extra cold, of course. 9 div cards. 7 years from random mob again. Nice. Apparently they just drop and you do tamper-proof boxes. I think they go for 4 div each. So this is the best drop so far. This goes into the stuff box. Or well, stuff tab. Not a lot of cards, but some high quality one. Yep. Quality over quantity, I guess. Right, give me divs. And sell those. This is a weird ratio. Yeah, sure. Somebody definitely is gonna sell 107 years of bad luck. I don't know, just give me 2 for 10. Sounds great. Give me the Sentinel. Triple risk from a random chest. Nice. 9-6 quant and 5 additional items. Only 1 click. Hundred and 1 div cards. Nothing good. Or I think it's enough backspace. More scarabs. I need more space. Just looking at the first box. Yep. All right, let me let me clear my inventory. Double operative. Hello, Sasaxios. How is it going? Prophet Crown. Arcanist and Diviner. Oh, good king still becoming Reacher. Thanks. It's probably gonna be soon. We're gonna do 3 maps, 3 Ultimatum maps. After I'm done with the boxes, and then it's time to buy the mirror. 164 div cards. But this is gonna be Apothecary. No. Just random useless cards.
Stay sane, exile.
Stay sane, exile. No, let me click. Did it revive the mobs all the way here? Yep. Diviner, yes. Terrible rolls. What box was... Ah, it's a normal one. No, thank you. Oh god. I'm stuck in a mana donut. Goodbye. I assume less resists. No! Wait, how did I die then? 300% features extra random element. Okay. That's a bit excessive. Alright, what else? Well, that's it. I'm crit immune, so that doesn't matter. And buffs expire faster. That's... Oh, and 60% monster damage. Yeah, that's also a lot of extra damage. There's an Arcanist box here. Hey, double div. Nice. So 2 of them drop divines. Is it worth the point? I'm still not sure. I'm tempted to say that it's not worth clicking that point. There were some maps where I got way less final boxes. 65 cards.
Make your wish.
Yes, explosions, perfect.
Stay sane, exile.
Alright, I need to empty my inventory again. Don't click this though. This is fine. Alright, might as well empty it while I'm here. $155 rod div, so pretty close. If you're not bored and you didn't already explain 10 times to others, can you please explain your setup when you have time? Yeah, sure. So, do you want the Atlas as well, or just the Scarabs and the map? This is fine. Everything. Sure. After I finish this map, so we have the Scarabs and everything. Artisan is... oh god. I love explosions, even though they delete the poor game engine. Oh, yes. I love my PowerPoint presentation. And for the others, combined boxes with Beyond. Yeah, basically. Expert, what POB do you use for leveling your build? Well, it's... I don't have a POB for it, unfortunately, but I used Lightning Tendrils to level. But yeah, I don't have a POB because I wasn't sure how good the build is gonna be. So, yeah, I don't want to bait people into running this. I was looking at my other monitor. What happened? 3 things. And this is fine. Yeah, I don't have any guide, unfortunately. But I guess if you want an early preview, you can watch the day 4 update on the YouTube. Just type !double in YouTube, and the bot is gonna show you the link. That's the closest thing I have to sort of a guide. but not really. And yeah, it's basically the day 4 update, one of the first videos. Or I guess you can check out the first one, actually, the pre-plan. You run 2 runs of strong boxes today with highest, and drops were good, but not like yours. Well, I feel like my drops aren't that great, especially not in those runs. Alright, so let's go over things. First of all, the map. So you need to have at least 100% item quantity. I usually go for 110. They are more expensive, but you know, the more the better. And of course, mods that you can run. And for the scarabs, 1 Ember Scarab of Discernment, 1 Ember Scarab of Containment, 1 Ember Scarab of Potency and Hidden Compartments, and lastly, Divination Scarab of Pilfering. And for the Atlas tree, it's basically all the boxes. Now, this is a must if you run divination cards. And I'm still not sure about this one, the Arcanist and the Artisan. I feel like it reduces the amount of div card boxes you get. But sometimes it doubles your, you know, the random div you get from the boxes. I'm still not convinced. The tamper-proof video had a whole bunch of currency from the boxes. This time around there weren't that many, so I don't know. Run it, see how it feels. If you don't like it, just don't run it. And yeah, other than this, make sure you get this, Remarkable Relics. Because we run Scarabs, so yeah. Rare Scarabs, more money. And of course, the map mod effect is really important. It increases the item count on your map. And this also works, so you can block the really cheap scarabs. So you can check the prices. From what I've seen, those are the cheap ones. And when it comes to Beyond, you know, I didn't run the bosses. There is a strategy where you replace 1 Ambush Scarab with, you know, the boss Scarab from Beyond, and you don't run this. I've never tried it. People say it's good. But yeah, that's the whole thing. You just grab a whole bunch of quantity, the expensive Scarabs, and map mod effect. And yeah, the item count on the map, of course. And Marcus, thanks for the sub. I hope that cleared it. If not, just let me know and I can go over some other things. If you have more questions, just feel free to ask. I don't mind answering. Ooh, double Diviner? Hold on. Are they good though? No, they're both bad. Holy. Because of the quantity on the maps, he didn't corrupt the maps, and the quantity is 80 or something. So, alright, I'm gonna show you my. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna show you my gray filter. Right, it's gonna look weird because it's POB scene, but whatever. So those are the maps I run, right? And I have this monstrosity with all the mods I don't want. And yeah, you can select here your map quantity. I never reroll the maps myself because 1, it's extremely annoying, and 2, I would just rather pay someone who just farmed 8 mod corrupted maps to just get a whole bunch of quant. Because, you know, when you roll your map and you corrupt it, you have a chance to actually brick it. But yeah, I usually have this tab saved. And, for example, if I don't want to run import Mirage's maps, I just hide this. And I have every time I, you know, mods I don't want to run and stuff like that. What's the price on those maps? Good question. Whoops. 120C, 140. Yeah, it depends on which mods you don't want to run. But yeah, usually they're around 140 on average. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But yeah, make sure, you know, you have your mods that you don't want to run. And usually I change that, you know, the mod list around. Because technically the only mod that actually breaks my build, well, there are 2 of them. But the one that just doesn't let me play is you cannot regen mana, because I cannot attack. Having less block is annoying, because I have to look at some... Like, for example, I cannot tank detonate that if I don't have blocks. But yeah. The only complete brick is the mana regen. That was the price to pay, but it's worth it from what you see. Thanks for the info, no problem. But yeah, usually on the high investment strategies, the more you invest into the map, the better the results, up to a point, of course. And yeah, if you really want a whole bunch of profit per map, you just roll the boxes yourself. Because that's how you actually get a whole bunch of profit per map. Alright, let's do the last map with rerolling. I started with rerolling and I'm gonna finish with rerolling. My build doesn't care about Elemental Reflect because I have this. You cannot take reflected elemental damage. You can also run. You can find an Aegis Aurora that makes you immune to reflects as well. $339 cards. What's this? $23 chaos. I'm not so sure about that one. Alright, where's Vrashta? Alright, Fossils, was this a scam or is it 20C? No stock. Okay, well. Ooh, Soul Eater, yes, gimme. Any good? No, there isn't any. No, what are those? Useless. Something pink, but I'm not sure what. Oh, divine. Bloodlines. Got a bunch of clicks on it. Not too bad. No, the golem is dead. My mana regen. There we go. It's back. Alright, let's get rid of this. I think I remove this shock wheel. And also... Oh, wait, not that, this. $345. Nothing. Probably don't have enough time for ultimatums, unfortunately. Right, one of this, this, and two of those. And this is unallocated. Alright, last map. Boss card drops depends on the quantity of the map. Yes, sort of. You get more divination cards inside the diviner boxes from the item count on the map. But you also need to, you know, get quant on the box itself. Oh, and quantity on the altars works because, oops. If we look at the, where is the quant? So yeah, at the moment it's 213 quant, and when I click this, it's gonna go up. So clicking those altars, it actually works. Priority doesn't affect the currency, so it doesn't matter. Access doesn't matter for strong boxes. Well, for the loot you get from those boxes, no. But you can get, like, you know, extra mobs from the boxes themselves, so they can also drop things. But it's not really worth going for pack size. No diviner boxes in this one, which is pretty sad. Zero div cards. Come on. Which was here somewhere? No. Alright, more scarabs. And yeah, if you roll those boxes, just look for as much quant as possible. I usually stop at 80%. And make sure it doesn't have all scarabs container of the same type or something similar, because that kind of nerfs the loot. Yeah, this one. All contained scarabs are of the same type. Just avoid it. And yeah, they don't have any other good mods other than, you know, Quant, so if you roll them, just go for Quant as much as possible and avoid all scarabs container of the same type. 87, perfect. If you're on temper proof, this doesn't matter because you cannot roll them. Perfect. Double operative. Alright, 85. This is good. 70, we can do better. Perfect, 90. Those are pretty sad drops, to be honest. Oh well. Ooh, Diviner. And yeah, for Diviner, you just look for a whole bunch of quant on it. Quant, additional items, and unique items. This is almost a perfect roll. How many clicks? Just one, of course. Lesson and double operative again. 96, perfect. Do I have more chaos? Oh, I do have a whole bunch of chaos, that's fine. And whatever. Good enough. You get a whole bunch of scarabs, but my filter hides most of them. That's why I said, be warned, it's gonna hide a whole bunch of things. Yeah, so this is not good, unfortunately, but this is good. 103 quant. This is perfect. And multiple clicks. You know what? I'm gonna throw those away. Man, come on. Whatever. Let me clear the inventory. That's the annoying part, I guess, of, well, other than rerolling the boxes themselves. Is that you get a whole bunch of items and you're gonna have to empty your inventory at some point. Because you also lose some slots because of the rerolling currency. Wait, whatever. Random cornucopia. Alright, last boss. What's it gonna be? $136 from one box. And you just get the Emperor's Luck. Oh well. Alright, I'm gonna do one or two ultimatums actually. I'm not that tired yet. Alright, so this, and this. Wait, not this. Two of those. And a random fragment. And of course from my trusty stash tab with maps. And ultimatum. Wait, not mausoleum.
This trial will see your downfall.
I can't bother. Goodbye. 1,156 divines. Looks like a meme in your eyes. Yeah, we're getting there. Ultimatum should be on Atoll, not Mausoleum. Yeah, that's been my whole
Time turns even the vicious volcano.
league worth of farming.
Ready yourself. Make your wish. The battle begins.
Why are you not buying shards? That's a good question. I don't know, I should have bought them a while back, but whatever. I would have probably had more than a mirror by now, but I like to hoard a whole bunch of divines. Just like big numbers. What can you do?
The wind conspires with the flames. Fire always spreads.
Hello, Lost Impact. Finally finished with work.
Relentless as
That's nice. You look like a You like to lose money, I guess. There was one day when shards went up 10 divs. Yeah, that was the day when I wanted to buy them, because I was off, well, this weekend and the weekend before, so when I left the weekend before, I basically wanted to spend all my divines to buy shards, because I knew they were gonna go up in price. And, well, my currency, you know, trade didn't go. So I just got stuck with a whole bunch of divines. But yeah, I would have had... I was 2 mirror shards off to get a mirror. If they all, you know, if the exchanges went. And the only mirrors fin is your bathrooms. In the past few leagues, I just bought a mirror. That was my end goal, I guess, for the past few leagues. So I think I have 2 or 3 mirrors in standard. Oh yeah, and I also just got a random mirror while I was, you know, farming the... I was leveling up a ranger, and I was doing breaches in tier 13 in whatever league before Breach League. And I just dropped a mirror randomly.
Ultimatum!
You dropped a mirror this league, your first ever, and you duped it with the altar. Well, that was a nice dupe. With your luck, even if you get a mirror, you probably die with the last portal being used. Nah. Oh yeah, I remember in... Yeah, before you picked it up. I remember in PoE 2, I ran a really juiced Abyss map. And... my character... well, I made a new... Sorceress with... whatever, the Arc build. And it was a pretty early character, so it wasn't that tanky. And, you know, I was running pretty juiced maps with 1 portal. And I died with 2 divines, I think, on the ground. And an Omen of Light. So I just stood there in the AFK screen. I invited my friend. He joined my map. I logged out. And I joined on my main character. And I went back to pick up the divines and the Omen of Light.
Hate begets hate. Fire always spreads. The flames bite upon your heel. Ruin arrives suddenly. A sliver of the winter of the world returns. Face me! My service is finally over. And my service continues. Chaos laughs mortal, and fortune.
Really bad catalysts. Alright, 1 more map and then I'm done for today. And I'll buy the mirror. Hopefully it's gonna be some Dextral catalysts. Ooh, right at the edge. Alright. God, it circles. No. Why circles?
No rest for the wicked. Contamination moves swiftly on them. Your enemies hasten. A hateful grip will steal your
I think we get some overlaps. Because it's a pretty narrow zone. It's not that bad.
cold grip is in skill. Your opponents bring night's madness.
This is annoying.
Hate begets hate.
That degen is really nasty. Although it's not that bad on stone circles. Because they're usually at the edge of the main circle. And if I blink around, I don't have enough regen for it, unfortunately. Is it gonna be a triple here? I think it is. Yes.
Stray too far and find pain. Face me!
Armed with a lot of different ways. Which one do you think is the most value for the money?
And my service continues.
If we are not talking about, you know, random lucky drops like apothecaries, Ultimatum. Which one do you think? Your English is not Englishing. It's fine, it's late. Sometimes words are really difficult. But yeah, I would say Ultimatum is it's my favorite. And it was the most profitable as well.
Abroad, what is your desire?
Sure, let's make it more difficult. Why not?
Destroy the enemy.
This time you will find miasma spreads.
And Marvin, thanks for the sub. Was a bit late because I didn't see the announcement
Contamination moves
and my OBS refused to update it.
death's cold grip is in skill.
Hey, nice. Prismatics.
Doom is dark.
But yeah, like right now the catalysts are pretty profitable, to be honest. Because the ultimate scarab of catalyzing is 50 chaos. And just getting those tainted catalysts, you're gonna get 60 or 70 chaos. So everything else you get, it's pure profit. And by the way, you get around 9 to... I think I've seen 18 from one boss. So yeah, just by completing the ultimatum, you're basically getting profit. The only problem with the ultimatum is it's pretty difficult. Hey, nice, Sinistral. That's 400 chaos, or 300 chaos.
Your opponents bring Knight's Madness. Hate begets hate. Death is swift.
This one's not taking any damage. Oh, it was a bubble boy, I see. What is your damage right now? At the moment on PoE Ninja it's 15 million. Not that great, but not terrible. But when you farm Ultimatum, the most important thing is your survivability. If you have enough damage, you can one-shot him. You know, if you don't waste time setting up things. But yeah, you don't really need that much damage for ultimatums.
And my service continues. Chaos laughs mortal, and fortune.
No, dude. Okay, 15 tainted from from this boss. So yeah, from this map we made, let's see, this is 1.9, so I don't know, 25 or 45.
I should raise my fees.
This is 18. Make it 19. So yeah, it's 235. Oh wait, there's 8 more. All right. 52. And this one, I highly doubt it's gonna sell for this, but 25 times 8, it's 200, I think. Nice.
I should raise my fees.
So yeah, from from one map we made 2 divines, I think, 3. Oh wait, and actually the Sinistral as well. So for 30, this goes for 10. Make it 310.
All in order. I'll let you know.
And you can also 3-1 those chip ones as well. You can get a whole bunch of random catalysts. Alright, but let's buy the mirror and be done for today. Do I have the fine? Alright, I need to buy 4 Sephiroths. Whatever. Sure.
Well, make it happen.
Alright, 16. And how many Emperor Scarabs do I have? Not this. 42. I want divs, and I have ambush. 1.3, so they went up in price. Yeah, make it 1.4. So for 20, give me 28. Wait, the other way around, yeah.
I should raise my fees.
And will I have enough? 172. Yes. As soon as they fill. Any minute now. Straight to the top. Thanks for the follow. Alright, how much is the mirror? Never mind, I can just buy it.
All in order.
It is done. It's here. And hello, straight to the top. You came here just in time to witness. Alright. Oh yeah, and I'll have a whole bunch of Val orbs. And yeah, we're gonna do this probably this week. Maybe tomorrow or on Wednesday. Congrats, this is how it looks like. Yep, it looks like this. And I have 5 divines. Yeah, tomorrow probably we're gonna farm some more catalysts, just so I have some divines to spare in case I need them for anything. And probably on Wednesday, we're gonna do the fun gambas. Yeah, probably gonna be Wednesday Lost Impact. So we're gonna open 2000 stack decks, which is gonna take forever. And, you know, turn in all those puzzle boxes, the key, and also Volatile Valor, those 3 items, and... Oh yeah, wait. I have one thing to do today, though. I need this for my build. I have 600 GCPs. I'm not sure when I got all of them. Here they are. Well, probably actually from the boxes, because you get a whole bunch of random bubblegum. Alright, I need a level 21 infused channeling. Alright. You just have to hit the first one. And break all of the others. Whatever. Yes, perfect. 1% more damage. Yes. Right, how much is this? 79, not bad. What about this? 55.
Greetings.
Oh wait, this is decent as well. You can go to the trash can, Tansy, whatever.
Farewell.
50, whoops, 55. And 75. You still need Val companionship support for level 4, but gems don't like this league. Can you have the mirror? Well, you can look at it. Also, god damn, 1200 exalted orbs. They are really common now. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever random ultimatum farming most likely. And yeah, thanks everyone so much for watching. Have a great night, evening, day, whatever your time zone is, and as I said, see you tomorrow.